Amid rising tensions in South Asia following the deadly Pahalgaon terror attack, India's military spending in 2024 has significantly outpaced that of Pakistan, according to a new report from the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, better known as SIPRI, released on Monday. India, now the fifth largest military spender in the world, allocated $86.1 billion to defense in 2024, which is a 1.6% increase from 2023. In contrast, Pakistan's defense spending stood at $10.2 billion, making India's military budget nearly 9 times larger than that of its Western neighbor. The report places India just behind the top 4 global military powers: the United States, China, Russia, and for the first time in recent years, Germany. Together, these 5 countries accounted for 60% of total global military expenditure in 2024, with a combined spending of $1,635 billion. Globally, military spending surged to $2,718 billion, which is the sharpest year-on-year rise since the Cold War. According to SIPRI, this increase reflects the ongoing geopolitical instability across the world, from Europe's continuing response to the war in Ukraine to escalating military modernization efforts in Asia. Long recognized as the world's largest arms importer, India accounted for 3.2% of the total global military spending. This investment is part of the country's broader push to modernize its military and strengthen strategic defenses amid regional threats, particularly from China and Pakistan. China continues its 3-decade streak of increasing defense budgets with a 7% jump this year, reaching $314 billion. The communist giant now represents 50% of all defense spending in Asia and Oceania, with major investments in cyber warfare, nuclear capabilities, and high-tech military upgrades. Europe also saw a notable increase in defense budgets, driven by the prolonged war in Ukraine. Germany's military spending rose by a massive 28% to $88.5 billion, making it the 4th largest spender globally, up from 7th position last year. It's also now the largest spender in Central and Western Europe since German reunification. Embroiled in its war with Ukraine, Russia ramped up military spending by 38% to $149 billion, which is equal to 7.1% of its GDP. Meanwhile, Ukraine spent $64.7 billion, accounting for a staggering 34% of its GDP, which is the highest military burden of any country in 2024. The SIPRI study highlights that military budgets are consuming an increasing share of national wealth globally. The military burden, which is a share of global GDP dedicated to defense, rose overall to 2.5% last year. With the top 10 military spenders collectively accounting for 73% of global military expenditure, the report underscores how concentrated and competitive the global arms race has become. As tensions between India and Pakistan continue to simmer, this steep disparity in defense spending adds another layer of complexity to an already fragile regional dynamic.